Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy mofos.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello everybody, and this is Auntie, and I am here with a follow-up on my Auntie Say It Isn't So, Say It Isn't So. You're not going to believe what Indy said to your auntie about this crap that's going on with Harry. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. So as you all know, we've had this never-ending saga, child, going on with Mr. Harry from Love After Lockup season 4. I said some things, Harry said some things, and then I said some things. And now Indy reached out and said some things. And I'm just going to share with you. It's going to be an open and closed case. And then we're going to put this to rest. I want to say a special shout out to Gio, who went out there and did a video in support of your auntie. Thank you so much, Gio, for being a stand-up kind of guy to do that. I also want to take the time out to wish all of you all who celebrate Happy Easter. I'm hoping that you had a great time, whether you relax, whether you cook like I did, okay, because I was cooking, child. Whatever you did to celebrate the day, go to church and all that kind of stuff. I just want to say Happy Easter to you all. So anyway, as I said yesterday, we came out and we had a conversation, if you will, about Harry and about, the things that he said, about your auntie. A lot of people are in support, and then there are some people who are not in support of what I said. Some people think that I'm rude and I'm nasty, and I deserved it, and it's okay. That's your opinion, boo. That is your opinion. One thing about the United States and social media, you can choose not to look. You can choose not to look. You don't have to go in somebody's page and announce that I unsubscribe, because when you unsubscribe to my channel, like 50 other people subscribe. So, and then the audacity of some people to say that they've unsubscribed, and you can go back as a content creator. Here's the thing. Let me just tell y'all this before I get into this. For all them fake wannabe subscribers, we can go back and see who subscribed to us. So when you a fake subscriber, you drop off the loop, we can tell what video you unsubscribe to. We have what they call analytics. If a mofo really want to verify, they can go back and verify it. So to the little young lady that's been going back and forth throughout the comment section talking about you unsubscribe, well, you're not a subscriber, but you over here chirping like a bird. And, I mean, I think you're just trying to, troll. And, I don't know if you're trying to clout chase, but what I won't be doing is saying your name, sweetie, because that's how irrelevant you are to me when you're trolling. I love every one of my nieces and my nephews, and I know that I am not honey that cats me out for everybody, honey. I'm trying to tell you, I know I'm not. But for those that are with me and I'm with them, honey, we love each other and we love strong. So all of this little hopping from different platforms to, put your name out there and your one little comment that you copying and pasting. Child, don't even waste your time with that. Here, Auntie see you and she don't. She see you and she don't. Like for real, for real. And it is what it is out here in these YouTube streets. We all know as content creators that comes with the game. But when you straight trolling your auntie, I don't know if you up in the mofo's DMs, if you trying to get something from her, but honey, I saw a video, the one video that you got on your channel. You know who I'm talking about. I saw that one video that you got on your channel, honey, and you up in the forest, honey, whacking some weeds, look like sugar cane or something, and you out there faking like you singing and everything. You's a hot tail mess. I see why you only started and stopped with the one video. You matter of fact, you may want to take that one down. Don't do it, boo. I'm telling you, it is so not worth it to you. Thank you so much, KM, for the $25 super chat. Thank you. It's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, it's America. You can have all the comments you want, unless your comment is ratchet AF and it's just all over the place, then guess what? I won't even say anything about it. I won't delete it. I won't remove it. Now, YouTube will remove it if you're cussing and putting links in there. Okay? But other than that, I don't bother nobody. Now, swiping. Miss Mary Grace, if you say something in that comment section, down there, oh, she's going to get your tail, right? Okay. Anyway, so yesterday after I got off the live with you all, and Auntie is okay. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. So, yesterday after we got off the live and everything, I had to, calm down, give me a little, sip of my Diet Coke and everything, and just kind of chillax. And then the next thing I know, I had, a little DM in my Instagram. And I was like, who is this? So when I saw the name pop up there, I didn't realize or recognize the name because I think I just maybe never paid attention right, or maybe I just didn't know what Indy's real name was. And I saw it pop at the top, and I was like, who is this? And once I started reading what was going on, I realized this is Indy. So Indy reached out to me yesterday about this incident, and I asked her permission to share these with you all, and she said yes. Now, as you all know, I have had a very, very strong opinion about Indy. I have not, I've not kept it a secret, right? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. Thank you so much, Capricorn 11 for the $9.99 super chat. I bet Harry's daughter is more mature than he is. How dare he come for the queen? He needs to check himself. Okay. Thank you so much, honey. That's generous, but I am not the queen. Okay. But thank you. I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you so much, Capricorn 11, for the support and the love, honey. Okay. You love you some Auntie. Okay, and so does Jackie. Because Jackie is on a campaign to get y'all to hit that cotton freaking thumbs up button. Jackie Perez is like, hit the button if you just got here. Jackie done said, can y'all hit the button when you come in? Jackie said, can you hit the button when you go out? Okay, so let me stay focused. Thank you, Jackie. So anyway, I sort of asked Indy if I could share these messages, these DMs with you all, and she agreed that it was fine. Now, as I was saying, before I lost focus, I have not kept it a secret on how I felt about Indy. I have not I have not I have not thought the best of her. And the reason why I haven't thought the best of her is because of her child. Period, point blank, poo. If you go back and look at my videos, you will see that I have had an issue with two things as it relates to Indy. The way she talks to her mother and dragging her child around. Like, if you want to get on my bad side, let me see you mistreating a child. Or, in my opinion, mistreating a child. When I see that baby back and forth in that cotton freaking car, it drives me up a wall. When I see Indy out and I see a stranger danger, okay, I have an issue with that kind of stuff. And I am not going to hesitate, okay. Thank you so much, Geo Urban Talk for the 1999. Super Chat Harry ain't a man yet. Okay, Geo. Thank you so much. I shouted you out at the beginning of the video. Thank you so much for being a man's man and standing up for your auntie. Thank you, Geo. So, if you go back to my videos, you'll see that there's a consistent theme of how I feel about Indy and how I feel about the things that I've seen on the show. So when Indy reached out to me, I was shocked. Okay. She indicated that she looks at the show. She don't really look at the show like that, and it's okay, right? It's okay. But I know she heard. I know she heard. So anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all long because I know a lot of people looking at 90 Day Fiance for the new season 9, episode 1, and I'll be coming out in a few minutes after this to do that. So I want to share with you all on the screen the screenshot that came from Indy. For all of you all who missed it, no, y'all ain't missed it, y'all know. So this is what I got in my box from Indy. She says, "Hi, Auntie. A lot of people sent me screenshots, etc., from what Harry said about you. I just wanted to say, in seeing that, I am honestly disgusted in what he said to you, especially in regards to your hair. I don't think it's right to disrespect our elders, nor do I think it's right to tear down or disrespect Black women. I know I'm not one of your favorite people because I made some stupid decisions regarding moving to be with Harry. But if I see something, I say something. So I just wanted to let you know I'm not here for how he disrespected you. And I just felt the need to apologize. Not that it's my responsibility to, but I feel as though if I had never gave him the platform, he wouldn't have a voice to do stupid like that and act a damn fool. So for that, I apologize. He is so far removed from the man I once loved and knew. I haven't seen many of your videos, but I do respect your craft. At any rate, have a good night and a happy Easter. Again, I'm truly sorry for giving him platform for this type of behavior." So when I saw that from the young lady, like I was like, damn. First of all, I ain't been called elder so much in the last day 24 hours, bitch. Now, I'm always telling you all that I am closer to 60 than I am to 50. But I'm going to tell you right now, bitch, I've been feeling some kind of way about the elder thing. I'm like, damn, am I that old? But understand people calling me elder as an older person. And I respect the fact that she said that. One of the things that I want to say is that as content creators, we absolutely have, if we can ditch it, we got to be able to take it. That's just the bottom line for anything. It wasn't the fact that Harry said anything, right? Harry can say whatever he wants to say. But when you are, the difference is that he's inciting people to do something. That's where he got it twisted. Secondly, when you put out a subliminal racial or racist comments, in my opinion, that's when I got an issue. It wasn't the fact that Harry said anything, because he could have called me a bitch, because I called him one, what, maybe 50 times in the video. So that's fine. I can ditch it out. I can take it. Like I can eat out the bowl, the same bowl that I'm gonna feed you in. Right? Once I wash it, hey, we can eat out the same bowl. But the difference between what Harry did and the difference between what I did is I went out there with my shade and my commentary, but I didn't send any of my subscribers to do anything to him. I would never do anything like that. In my opinion, that's when he crossed the line. Second of all, to assume that because I'm an African American, black woman, colored woman, whatever you want to call me, and I have a wig on, doesn't mean that I'm bald head or bald headed or that I'm a hoe. There is an assumption that that's why African American women wear. I understand and see the racial undertones. I think that he believes he's the only one who can have long hair. But when he was dating Indy had long hair. I mean, like what? But you don't go and talk about a person's hair regardless, because some people have to wear wigs because they may have alopecia or they may be suffering with cancer. Maybe they're going through chemotherapy. Whatever the fact of it is, you weren't being sensitive because all you saw was this old black woman with a wig on. And so you made a quick assumption about who I was based on that. And I've always said I wear wig because I like the style of it, Harry. But I respected the fact that she reached out and she, wanted to set the record straight. So this was my response to her. Thank you for reaching out. While I appreciate your apology, it's not necessary. When you signed up for the show, I believe you thought you were doing a good thing, the right thing. However, you, like many others, don't really understand what you are signing up for. That I meant to say for, it says though, and how it is going to look to the viewing audience. As for you not being my favorite person, I want you to do the right thing as it relates to your mom and your daughter. I named my show Auntie's Advice for a reason, and that is to help people see themselves through another viewpoint and through various lenses. It is my hope that while I can seem harsh, that you see the help and advice I am attempting to give from the heart. Again, thank you for reaching out. I do appreciate it, Auntie. So I wanted her to know that, when I'm out here, and I know a lot of people say, Auntie is hard and everything. Again, I'm not for everybody. But if I can help one person out here with the advice that I'm giving behind humor and banter, then I have done my job as an elder. As an elder, I've done my job. And that is why a lot of people don't know why I created Auntie's Advice. They don't know the meaning behind my channel name, and I won't go into it now. Maybe I'll try to find a video where I went into detail about why I call myself Auntie's Advice. where it came from. It's just not a name that I pulled out of a hat. Auntie's advice is who I am. And so while it may be harsh, some people can take it harsh, and sometimes I don't have to be harsh and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, if I can help you to see things differently, to see it through a different lens, to see another person's viewpoint, that I've absolutely accomplished my task. Point blank. So Indy wrote back. She said, no problem. And you're correct. We definitely don't know what we are signing up for until we are in the spotlight and we start hearing some things we don't want to hear. But you would happy to know that I'm back in Maryland in my own place and my children are thriving. I made a mistake, follow my heart, but I've used this platform to make myself better. And I've learned a lot from this experience, but no problem. Have a great Easter. Now that's maturity. You take your pain and you turn it into joy. You don't have to stay where you at. All we want at the end of the day is for your kids to be fine. That's all I've wanted. You can do whatever you want when you single and free and you ain't got nobody watching you. You don't have someone's mind and heart that's in your hand to mold. What you do doesn't affect others. You can do whatever you want to do. But when you have a baby, they watch everything. And in 2022, this is not the generation that's going to do as you say do. They going to do as they see you do. This is a whole different generation of children and people who are growing up in this society. And it is not back in my day. Okay. You did what you were told to do, regardless of what you saw. Regardless of what you saw, you did what you were told to do. Is Indy's mother here? Did you say Indy's mother was here? Or are you just saying that? Okay, you were just saying that. Okay. I thought she was here. In the 60s, you did what you was told to do. You didn't question it unless you wanted to get your face tore up. You didn't question it. And so when I see her, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, thank you. If she wants me to marry, let me know if she want me to drop her the link. I'll drop her the link and she can come on with me. But this is a generation that does what they want to do. Back in the day, we used to believe the scripture that said, honor your mother and your father. Be respectful to them. And if you don't, your day is going to be cut short. There was a time when we believed that. These kids nowadays, they don't believe it. And when you put somebody before the mouth that fed you, the mouth that bred you, I always had an issue with it. I knew her mama had taught her better because all the other brothers and sisters was in line. That's not to say that other brothers and sisters weren't perfect. But that's to say that you could see where the breeding was coming from. That she had did a good job with her kids. But Indy decided, I'm just going to go ahead on and do the damn thing. I'm going to live my life the way I want to. That's that new generation mentality. I'm not going to do as you say do. I'm going to do as I want to do. And then what I want you to do is clean up the doo-doo that I leave behind. I want you to clean that up. And then this mofo cheating on her, disrespecting her child's attached to him. That was my issue. So to see and hear that her and her kids are thriving. And I love that she said, we're thriving. Y'all know I'm a word person. Like for me, like I got to bring the word up. I mean, if we just gonna go ahead on and have this Easter, this Easter Sunday service. What's today is Ramadan and a whole lot of stuff going on today, y'all. Let's go up and let's look at the synonyms, okay, for thriving. So Indy said, me and my children are thriving. There's 44 synonyms for that, right? But I'm just going to do a couple of them. She said, me and my children are flourishing. We're successful. We're growing. We're improving. We are blooming. We are flowering. We're prosperous. We're rising. What? That's what we want to hear. Because this mofo having him in her life, she would have never been able to say that. She would still be living at the sister's house. Still trying to run behind this no good mofo who did not respect her from the giddy up, from the begin. Okay, as he would say, from the begin. But when you cut that off and you get him out your life, you allow the windows of heaven to open up to you and pour you out a blessing that you don't even have room enough to receive it. Because now you putting your money, your time, your effort, your love in what God gave you. The seed and the plant that God has given you to water. The seed and the plant that God has given you to nourish. The seed and the plant that God has given you to sit out in the sunlight. The seed and the plant that God has given you where he will be able to make the increase. But as long as we keep ourselves in the ground, as long as we keep ourselves in the dirt, the world will never see the flower that we are. Now, the dirt is good for a while. But after a while, honey, you got to break ground. You got to show that you are a show enough for show good plant, a good seed. And this mofo, unfortunately, by his own admission and by his own mouth, by his own TikToks, by everything this mofo got, he is showing that he is one of those people where you throwing your good works and your good seed to the swine to eat. For her to say and use the word, I ain't getting emotional out here, but words are everything, and y'all know I mess with words. Oh, I'll fuck with a word. And that is phenomenal to hear. All I ever wanted. All I wanted that girl to do was get that baby and herself out that situation. But let me tell you how good God is up on this Easter morning. Now, we know that Indy went to go and stay with the sister. The sister opened up her house because the sister said that it was a time when she was out on the street. See, the sister said that she knows about living with people because she was there. She knew about homelessness. And so she said that Indy didn't have to ask her. She opened up a door for Indy. So she let Indy stay in there. She said that she told Indy, you're going to abide by, I need you and your kid to abide by my rules. But I'm going to tell you how things work. Because sometimes your mess ups can be a fix up for somebody else. Indy took a chance and went out there for love. As stupid as we thought it was, because I know I thought it was crazy than a mother. Oh, I was pissed. But Indy, through her meditation and her crystals and her medium and all of that kind of stuff, turned the situation around not only for herself, but for Harry's sister. Because when she did an interview a couple of days ago, maybe about a week ago, she was talking about how much of a blessing Indy was to her. See, God says, I will redeem the time, and I will restore back unto you that which the cankerworm has eaten up. That means that holy shirt, that holy heart, that heart that got a big old hole in it, your emotional and spiritual level where you are is all holy and been all eaten up by all the things that you have allowed yourself to go through. The word says, I'll restore that. I'm going to get that back. I have the ability to restore that which has been eaten. So even though Indy went through that stuff, I'm glad she's thriving. And I'm glad that the cankerworm, everything that it ate up, is coming back to her and her kids. So if I got to come out here and act a plum fool, I may not reach Indy, but I'll reach somebody's child. Somebody's child who finds themselves wanting to go into that same situation. See, some things you don't have to learn by doing it. You can learn by seeing it. You don't have to make the same mistakes that somebody else did. You don't have to have God redeem that time for you. You can just have him expose the enemy. So for her to say we got our own little place, we thriving. Oh, did I give y'all the definitions? Because I think all I gave y'all was the synonyms. Let me give y'all the definition of thriving. Hold on, boo, because I'm good for a definition now. Let me give y'all the meaning of thriving. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. Your auntie gets. She gets. Thriving. To grow or develop well or vigorously. To flourish. That's the definition of thriving. It says, if someone or something thrives, they do well and are successful, healthy or strong. Good for you, Indy. Because it took a bigger woman. Out of all the stuff I done said about you this whole season, it took a big woman to say, I'm going to get past all of that stuff that old woman said. Or the bald head woman that, that Harry said. It took a lot for you to be able to come into my DMs and say, you know what, Auntie, I take responsibility for that mofo. I take responsibility for giving him a platform. because he didn't even want to do the show. I take responsibility for releasing this person out into the Love After Lockup family. But let me tell you something, Indy. It ain't on you. Because everything happens in due season. There's nothing that happens in this world that's by accident or by mistake. Nothing happens by mistake. Everything under the sun has a time, according to Ecclesiastes 3. There's a season and a time for everything. There's a time for planting and a time for plucking it up. There's a time for a harvest. As long as the earth remains, the word says that there will be seed time and harvest. There's a time for sowing and a time for reaping. And it's your time to thrive. I thank you, Indy, for reaching out to me. I don't take back nothing I said because I said it from the depth of a heart of a woman who knows. I've talked about my story out here. I've been very transparent about my life. And so I don't take anything back that I said. Could my tone have been better? Yes. People have been saying in the comments, Auntie, you, but I'm passionate. And that's where it comes from. Because all of these people that follow me, that come out to hear me, a lot of them are in my DMs saying how I've changed their life. How they was in cancer treatment and needed that word from me. How some people were going through in a hospital dealing and battling with COVID and all kinds of other diseases. And they had me in their headphones. And they recovered. So it may not come out the way all cute and pretty in a bow. But a gift is a gift nevertheless. I don't care if that Amazon box come jacked up. As long as what's inside of it is good for me. As long as what's inside of it ain't damaged, I have no reason to send the package back. Because the goods that are in the inside of that package is just what I ordered. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you, Mom, for being here. Thank you for being a stand-up type of woman. Thank you, Gio, for being a stand-up type of man. Thank you to Reddit. Thank you to all of my nieces and nephews. I'm trying to tell you, Auntie done found out this weekend, and I ain't getting emotional out on this month, that I got an army. And sometimes it takes a little punk bitch boy like Harry to make all of us realize that we are stronger in numbers, that we got each other, that the love that we got up over this camp is real love. Real love. Hey, y'all. I'm searching for that real love. Someone to set my heart free. Real love. Okay. We are stronger together than any other power or force on this earth. And he's proven that to me. He's allowed me to see people have come out of the woodwork. They have come up out of graves. They have come out on all kinds of platforms to say, don't quit, Auntie. We got you, Auntie. And that's real love. And maybe for this Easter weekend, I needed to know that. I needed to know in a different way that what I do out here is not in vain. It's not falling on deaf ears. And we straight up a family. I always have said that that I am here to create a family. You all love each other. Y'all be hitting each other up. Y'all have become friends. We have become more than just a YouTube channel. And I love y'all to pieces. Thank y'all so much for being here. Now, don't get it twisted. I will continue to read these bitches now. Okay? But I'm glad that this is the ending that we got out of it. See, God got a way of turning everything around. A way of turning everything around. And I'm so grateful. So, to everybody who celebrates, happy Easter, happy Ramadan. And I believe there's one other holiday today. I can't remember what it was, but if you know, put it down in the comments. Oh, good. Okay. I love y'all to pieces. Thank you to everybody who is super chatted. What you say, boo? I just thank you, Virgo Rose, for the $1.99 super chat. Harry is no match for your nieces and nephews. Okay. 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 Thank you, boo. Thank you so much to everybody who super chatted. Thank you to everybody who been out there woo banging out in those cotton freaking YouTube streets. Thank you so much to my moderators who always keep the room in the chat nice and safe so that everybody can enjoy themselves. Thank you so much to Indy, and thank you so much to her mom, Miss Yolanda, for showing up in the chat today. I love you all to pieces. Y'all stay safe, be good. And until next time, y'all know I love y'all to pieces.